Hi, this is Elizabeth Clare Brewington with Elton Brewington, and we are with the Brightside channel, and we're now a podcast as well. So thank you for supporting this channel, and we are very excited. We're just coming out of Got to Be North Carolina. It's a fabulous festival that happens every year, and I think Food Lion did an amazing job with the marketplace this year. And we've been interviewing quite a few of the North Carolinian food vendors and suppliers and some of their manufacturers. And so we have Mark Duncan here, and he's going to talk to us about Round Mountain sauces. And as you can
hmm
see, it's a beautiful mountain at the back, and he's going to tell us all about it. So, Mark, please introduce yourself and tell us about this wonderful mountain
Yeah,
and inspirations for the brand.
sounds good. Thanks first for having me. Like you said, my name is Mark Duncan. My wife and I, Holly, run the company, Round Mountain Sauces. The mountain you see in the picture there is the round mountain that we live under, and it's very beautiful and imposing mountain, and we see it every day. It's just beautiful. So we thought that might be a good name sake for the company, but that's why it's called Round Mountain Sauces. But a couple years ago, before the pandemic, I was growing lots and lots of chiles and had always too many left over at the end of the year. And after thinking about what I could do with all these chiles that are left over, someone mentioned maybe hot sauce will, you know, help you out there and you could preserve them for longer and use them, giving away as gifts, things like that. So I thought that was a pretty good idea. So I started experimenting with recipes and things like that. One thing led to another, and then I gradually started trying smoked uh, vegetables in the sauces. And I found that I really thought that was delicious. And so I played with that for a while longer. And suddenly I had a great recipe that would basically I could scale up, and if I could figure out a way to um, put it in a bottle, it'd be great because my friends and family were encouraging me to go that route, become a food manufacturer and get this out to market. So we did over the pandemic time. I took the time to learn about how to um, you know, become legal and become a food manufacturer in North Carolina, and then eventually got to be NC certified, all those things. And now here we are, 2 years into the company, and our first year was spent primarily just learning, like I say, how to make the sauce for a commercial product and to also get it out in front of people at festivals and things like that so that we could find out if we had something that total strangers liked, not just your friends and family. They don't always, they're nice. They want to be nice to you, right? So they might not always tell you if it's really good or not, right? So we needed to get some data, some real data. And so we spent last summer going to farmers markets, festivals, things like that to understand what we have. And at the end of all that time, the data we collected indicated a very good conversion rate from tasters to purchasers. And that encouraged us to take the next step, which was now set up our co-packing operation and start ramping up our wholesale. And so that's what we've been doing, kind of in a nutshell, very brief. The process we use that I came up with essentially takes uh, four different kinds of hardwoods. The exact combinations are proprietary, the exact amounts are proprietary, the amount that I smoke the stuff is proprietary. But what I do is I smoke onions, chilies, and garlic. And then I take those smoked vegetables and combine them with salt, sugar, and apple cider vinegar into different heat levels. So they
Wow.
range from no heat to two that are medium heat, and then one that is hot. But we have no sauce at all that's any hotter than a serrano chili because we don't want to have something terribly hot. What we want to do is deliver flavor, change the flavor of the food with the sauce, and give people a smoky, sweet, tangy hit in their food that has, either heat or no heat at all, right? So that's where we are with it. That's kind of the flavor profile. And that's how we got started with Round Mountain sauces.
Wow.
Exciting.
Very exciting. I can't wait. And so, yeah, so you've got three going.
We have 4 total. We have 3 pictured here with the wildfire in the center there. There are 2 different varieties, a red version and a green. So there's no picture of that one, but we have 4 different separate, sauces at this point. Smoky is the variety that has no heat, but has the same flavor profile. Wildfire, the red and the green, that's the medium heat. And then the escarpment is the hotter one. And the escarpment is different than the others in that you can really get the Serrano chili flavor coming through. It's one of those types of flavor profiles that really match well with Latin food or Mexican food, think Southwestern food, that kind of stuff. It's just an excellent pairing for those kind of flavors. So yeah, nothing there any hotter than a Serrano, and the hottest one we have is the escarpment.
Sounds terrific. So let's get you back in the studio.
Yeah, when a customer is looking for an assortment of flavor for the food or dinners and foods that they're preparing, I guess, I mean, you apply your review for them to consider something to jazz up their flavor, jazz up the food.
Yeah, we like to say it enhances the flavors of food in surprising ways. And one of those surprising ways is just something as simple as, let's say, nachos, homemade nachos, right? That you put in the microwave, bring them out. The cheese is melted, you put your toppings on, and then you sprinkle this sauce all over it. It then becomes something like campfire nachos in a way, right? Because it just adds a smokiness to it and another layers of flavor that becomes really delicious because of how it changes the flavor. But we like to let people know that it will change the flavor dramatically of most of the foods that you use it with, but the idea is that it complements those flavors instead of overpowering.
I see. Awesome. So, I mean, where are you featured in the grocery store?
Currently, we are not in any big grocery stores. We have been concentrating on the small groceries in our area. We have 3 stores currently, 1 in Greenville, South Carolina, 1 in Asheville, and then 4 stores, 2 in Black Mountain that's carrying our products. And we are talking with 5 others at the moment, trying to see what might be happening. And I just remembered, we just put it into a new restaurant last week, which is near Black Mountain. I let them try the sauce for a while, and their patrons and things like tried it, and after about 2 weeks they came back and said, hey, let's do some business. So they wanted to sell it, not only sell it retail at their restaurant, but also to use it in their cuisine.
Very good.
Very nice. Yeah, how exciting.
Mm-hmm.
So the website, we just showed it to you. It's roundmountainsauces.com, and if you want to subscribe to the channel, it's brightsideglobaltrade.org. And any more questions?
Well, I'm excited. A homegrown product that
we're so excited about it.
That adds dimension and depth. As the average consumer, when you're looking for something to add or round out the flavors, or give your meal some quantity or depth. I mean, it sounds exciting.
And for those of you who know and love chilies as much as I do, Serrano has become so famous in a short period of time. And so you really want to try the green or the red ones, and I'm excited to try them myself. So thank you for watching. And as we say, buy the product, take a photo and snap it. And if you are in a restaurant or a food truck and you want to buy this wholesale, we'll make sure that the website is available to you, and you can get that as well. And also we'll be doing some tastings, so make sure that you subscribe so we can invite you to some exclusive tasting events as well. So thank you for watching.